Today on Football Analysed, the Euros are officially 2 weeks away and the hype is only growing. Will England be able to finally end their 58-year trophy drought? Will Germany win on home soil? Or will France continue their dominance throughout Europe? There are so many questions to be answered. So today we are predicting exactly who will win the Euros. Before we jump into it, I have to ask you to subscribe. And why not? Because you will receive high quality football analysis posted every single Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That is a massive win-win. Let's go. Okay, so Group A, Germany, Scotland, Hungary and Switzerland. We're obviously going to go for Germany first here. Germany aren't going to get grouped like they did in the last two World Cups. This is a Euros and this is on home soil. Germany definitely going to top the group. Hungary are going to be second. In my opinion, just like Dominik Szoboszlai. He didn't have like the best season on paper for Liverpool, but I think he is that good. I think he's good enough to bring Hungary into the latter stages of this tournament. Switzerland are then going to come third, and Scotland are going to fight so hard, but they're not going to be able to beat these three very quality teams. Group B is the group of death. Spain, Croatia, Italy and Albania. I think Spain stand out here. We're going to go with Spain in first. If a player like Gavi isn't making your national team, then you must have a pretty good squad, right? It's now Croatia and Italy. Italy are the champions of this tournament, and somehow they did not qualify for the 2022 World Cup. Croatia. Luka Modric is getting very old. Luka Modric has been the ambassador of Croatian football for the last 15 years or so. But with Croatia, you got to think, a player like Josko Vardiol, definitely one of the best defenders in the Premier League on the tail end of that season, helping Manchester City close out that title. I am going to go for Italy in the end. Modric isn't going to shine enough for Croatia for them to edge out Italy, who have too much of a quality squad. Croatia will come third, Albania will come fourth. On to Group C, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia and England. England are the favourites to win the entire tournament, and I think they're going to top the group. They always seem to absolutely breeze through the group stages of major tournaments. Second, we're going to have to go for Denmark. Even after their shock exit of the 2022 World Cup in the group stage, my beautiful team Australia somehow managed to beat them 1-0. Denmark are going to come second. They're too quality. Serbia will be third, Slovenia will be last. That's pretty self-explanatory. On to Group D, Netherlands, Austria, France and Poland. France are another one of the favourites to win this tournament. France are going to come third, let's be honest. And now it's between Netherlands and Austria for me. Netherlands are always dark horses of tournaments, but Austria, they've had such a good qualifying campaign. Recently beat Germany 2-0 in a friendly, but I think Netherlands are going to win this. The Netherlands are going to be too strong. Austria will come third and Poland will come fourth. Group E, Belgium, Slovakia, Romania and Ukraine. Belgium, this is definitely the tail end of their golden generation, but there's a new player for Belgium who we kind of have to recognise. Leandro Trossard. He had an absolutely incredible season with the Gunners, and he's going to be pretty pivotal in this Euros. Belgium are going to come first. For second, I'm going to give it to Ukraine. For Ukraine, they have too much quality. Like, who does Slovakia and Romania have? Ukraine, they have at the very least, Mikhailo Mudryk. Next, we're going to go with Slovakia, and Romania aren't going to be able to compete. Group F, Turkey, Georgia, Portugal and Czech Republic. This very well could be Ronaldo's final tournament, and Portugal are going to come first. Turkey looks so strong in the qualifying campaign. I do think they're going to be too strong for Czech Republic, and then obviously the Czechs will come third, and Georgia aren't going to have much chance. So there we go, the group stage is complete. Now we're going on to the third place ranking, and what is interesting about this is the format isn't like, these teams obviously aren't going to play each other. It's how many points you got and how well you did in your group. Now this is interesting because I do not think Croatia are going to come first here. Even though they are definitely on paper the strongest team, I just don't think, like, against Italy and Spain, they've got such a strong group, I don't know how they're going to get many points. First, I'm going to give to Austria. They'll be able to beat Poland. Second, we're going to give to Switzerland. They'll be able to easily beat Scotland. Third, we're going to go for Croatia. We can't just straight up disrespect Croatia because they're in a really tough group. Fourth, we're going to go for Serbia. Serbia will be able to get enough points. Now, fifth and sixth exiting. Czech Republic will come fifth. Here we go. The knockout stages. The round of 16. Germany versus Denmark. Germany are going to have too much. Germany, like, the home advantage in major tournaments is so pivotal. Walking out and seeing 70, 80,000 of your fans screaming in your language, edging you on. Germany are going to beat Denmark, maybe 2-0, 3-0. Hungary versus Italy. Now, this is actually a very interesting game. Hungary, as I said before, I think they're going to be dark horses in this tournament, and I think they're going to be able to stun Italy. Spain versus Switzerland. Spain are going to have too much, let's be honest. Spain, they're too strong. Switzerland, they're kind of... a lot of their players are kind of out of form. The main man's probably going to be Granit Xhaka. He had a brilliant season at Leverkusen, but I don't think they're going to be able to beat Spain. England versus Austria. Austria, they look insane. They look very strong. They look incredibly strong. But honestly, England are going to be too much. England, they'll be able to win pretty comfortably. Portugal versus Serbia. I don't see Serbia giving Portugal too many problems. Portugal will win this game. Netherlands versus Ukraine. Again, I just don't see how Ukraine can give Netherlands too many problems. They'll go through. Belgium versus Croatia. Now, this is a brilliant matchup. For Croatia, you got Valio, you got Modric, you got Perisic. Belgium, you have the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Leandro Trossard, Thibaut Courtois in goal, Romelu Lukaku up front. I think Belgium are going to have too much for Croatia. I think Kevin De Bruyne is going to absolutely shine in this game, and they're going to win. France versus Turkey for the final match of the round of 16. Turkey, it's just very unfortunate for them that they are coming up against a team like France in this. France will win pretty comfortably. Turkey, I don't know what Turkey can be able to do about that. Now, moving on to the quarterfinals. Germany versus Spain, a massive game. A huge game. Germany are going to have too much for Spain. Hear me out. Players like Florian Wirtz, Jamal Musiala, Leroy Sané, Toni Kroos, Gundogan. There's too much talent in that team for Spain to deal with. Obviously, Spain also have a brilliant lineup, but Germany playing on home soil, I don't think Spain are going to be able to win. This game very well could go to extra time, but Germany will get the better of Spain. Portugal versus Netherlands. We're going to go for Portugal in this one. I think that they have too many good players. Belgium versus France. It's going to be a rematch of the 2018 World Cup semi-final. France are going to beat Belgium in this one. Belgium, they're just not going to be able to really compete with France. England versus Hungary. England are just going to have too much for Hungary. Hungary, it's going to be a big dark horse performance, but England are going to win pretty comfortably. Now, moving on to the semi-finals. Germany versus Portugal, France versus England. Two absolutely titanic games. Firstly, Germany versus Portugal. Will Ronaldo play? I don't think he will. So if Ronaldo's not playing, you got Gonçalo Ramos, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Diaz. It is a very strong team. But on the other end of the spectrum, will Germany, if you look to the core, they aren't that good. They aren't that strong of a team. The home advantage we can kind of see as like a rocket. It'll absolutely get you off the ground, but will it get you into the final? I'm going to go with Portugal for this game. I don't think Germany are going to have enough to beat Portugal. And I think the home advantage is going to only get them to the semi-finals. And now, one of the biggest games in the history of football. France versus England in the semi-finals of a major tournament. One thing we know for certain is this game is going to be incredible. It is a bit unfortunate that the two favourites of this tournament will likely meet in the semis. In my opinion, France are going to have too much for England. England, they put so much bloody pressure on the players. If you're an English player and it gets to extra time, we know England are famous for losing on penalties, but the reason is the pressure that's on your shoulders. If you miss the pen, you're going to get shit on, abused by your fans, your own fans who you thought were in your corner for years and years to come. It just leads to a really unhealthy level of pressure and anxiety, and pens kind of have this aura for England where they can't really win. France are going to beat England, which leaves us with the final, Portugal versus France. I think France are going to win this one. I don't see what players like Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, I don't see what they can do to stop players like Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, Camavinga. They have so much depth, and France are going to win this one, which leaves us with France, the champions of Euro 2024. Who do you think will win the Euros? Let me know down in the comments. For high quality football analysis posted every single Monday, Wednesday and Friday, subscribe to Football Analysed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.